mentioned her lovely day woke up to answer 261 sensitive of these a talk. Remember to subscribe if you like the video. Today I will be talking about the Holly Jolly Jimmy episode of Jimmy Neutron Boy Geek. Fowl class is having the Christmas tree so until Carl brings a bag containing an old Cheez-Nip. He explains that he left a plate of Cheez-Nips for Santa Claus last Christmas Eve, and when he woke up the next moment, one was left. However, Jimmy completely devastated as these two all the scientific impossibilities surrounding the chemical. He believes Santa Claus doesn't really exist. Upon doing Jimmy Neutron's Carl is greatly upset, and Cindy chastises Jimmy for her Carl feelings, which he claims was not his intention. Little and as well, Jimmy apologizes for Uncle Carl's feelings and explains to Carl and Sheen why he thought believing in Santa Claus. 2 years ago, Jimmy had asked Santa to bring a gold sample from a Dwarf Star NG-7-38, but when he did not receive it, Jimmy became convinced that Santa was fake. Sheen, however, believes that Jimmy was given Santa's non-delays that year. Just then, Jimmy's DNA sample picked up a very sensitive flow of the Cheez-Nip called Santa Claus, and Jimmy said that the DNA must be from the saliva on the snack. Carl and Sheen believes that this happened said the saliva on the Cheez-Nip. When Jimmy accidentally suggested that they decided to go to the North Pole over at Cindy's house. Sheen and Libby are sneakily peeking at the Christmas presents when Cindy nemesis, Jimmy, Carl and Sheen, a powerful Detroit. Libby decides they serve take a abduction video of Jimmy using a camera they found in one of their gift boxes. They will pick it up. To get back at him for our calls, or look at with humiliating around Jimmy's locker. They end up getting stuck in Jimmy's Hypercube, unaware of the goal. Getting trapped in the Hypercube, Jimmy, Carl and Sheen take off with Jimmy's locker from the North Pole. Shortly after life before it found Santa in plain sight, but in his plot, Jimmy's suit is a cleverly disguised only face. The dog that was Retroville, the interior of the workshop kitchen, filled with elves make it hard. Unfortunately, Jimmy is still not convinced he's in the workshop. A glorified factory that parents old toys from, and that the elves are midgets with ill taste. Jimmy's DNA cycle that avoids a being that reflects all over the factory and eventually hits Santa Claus for his arrows. The chief elf Lou frustrated tells Judith that he now really pushes because his super skill broke Santa. Cindy and Libby, who escaped from the Hypercube, captured on video and dressed up a wolf that Jimmy really Christmas, but in attempt to throw the wool in his pills that a normal person can deliver the present. But unfortunately, he soon found out that he couldn't, and Santa comes to the rescue. Now, when Jimmy meets Santa, he talks about the girlfriend that he asked about. Do you talk? Santa said, Jimmy, you've been on my number list for a long time. Said, Sheen and Carl lied, and Santa delivered the remaining presents to Retroville, and he even delivers Carl, Sheen, and Jimmy home in time. Now, Jimmy thinks that Santa didn't have time to deliver to his house, but he goes and checks. He thinks that Santa did deliver presents, and that Santa finally delivered the song he wanted, but he also left a note explaining that he had to let it cool down for a while, which Jimmy on the roof goes, I totally forgot that. He begins to sing with his power and enjoy the holiday. Thank you for watching. Remember, if you want to be a decent top student, subscribe and read the rest of the video. First to see my video.